Good evening. My name is Dr. John Watson, physician, amateur biographer, and owner of quite a fine moustache. Allow me to set the scene, dear reader. Imagine, if you will, London of 1890. There are lords and ladies wearing enormous hats with matching fortunes.
Did I ever tell you I'm incredibly well?
Oh, I thought it was just an enormous hat.
The bellows of street vendors echo through the streets.
Rags, rags, get your salty rags here.
Oh, I'll take tuppence.
The sound of clip-clopping on cobblestone streets are from hard-working English horses. Sorry, I said English horses. Thank you very much. And of course there is the cuisine of the time. I, for one, am enjoying an eel and kidney pie and looking forward to a dessert of spotted cod liver oil. Yes, very eely, thank you. Well, now that our scene is set, now for our location. 221B Baker Street. My home.
My home, actually, Dr. Watson.
Ah, yes, Mrs. Hudson, my landlady.
Now, the owner has told me to inform you that your calendar monthly rental amount is to be increased from £10.71p per month to £11.12p per month.
But you are the owner.
Here is your notice of rent increase, advice effective by August.
This is because of what Toby the Scenthound did to your settee, isn't it?
Good day.
Ah, my housemate is in. The finest deductive mind in all of England. You may be more familiar with his name as being the suffix to that common phrase, no shit. He is the central figure to all of my stories. Now, some of these adventures have been removed from the canon for a variety of reasons, and this story is no exception. For you see, it's obscene in its indecency and indecent in its obscenity. I fear that if it were published, that I too would be removed via a canon.
Ah, Watson! Where have you been? There's been another kidnapping.
Another kidnapping?
Yes, this time it was young Boris Thomas Irving of Flitwick, heir to the Irving fortune, snatched while playing tiddlywinks in a dank alley.
Inspector Lestrade had put us on a case of a series of child disappearances, all seemingly unconnected.
I believe it's a message.
A message?
Well, now, let me tell you, I'll take you through all the missing children. First off, snatched from a public convenience was Clive Richmond Imodium from Flitwick, heir to the Imodium fortune. We then had stolen out in a garden in their home in Aldbridge was Ludwig Coleridge Osmocote, heir to the Osmocote fortune. And then pinched out front of the town clock in Oxford was Ursula Louise Easton Time, heiress to the time zone fortune. Now Boris.
Well, I suppose that the heirs to wealthy families would be targets for kidnapping. Have any of these families been ransomed?
Excellent supposition, Watson, but incorrect. The names are the puzzles. Let's take a look at them one by one. Let's look at their first names. Clive, Ludwig, Ursula, Boris, Club. Now let's take a look at the townships and the places where they're from. Flitwick, Aldbridge, Oxford, Tooting, F-O-O-T. And now look at the rest of the names. Richmond Imodium, R-I. Coleridge Osmocote, C-O. Louise Easton Time, L-E-T. Thomas Irving, T-I.
R-I-C-O-L-E-T-T-I. Ricoletti?
Yes, I believe we're looking for a man named Ricoletti at a place called Clubfoot.
This was clearly a message from a man in desperate need of a pen. So, Holmes called for a cab.
Ah, yes. Sorry, Watson. The only carriage I could find were these German horses.
Das nee.
And so we made our way to a rather seedy locale known as Clubfoot Slam. I mean, to kill a bunch of children just to send a message, what a feat!
Children are stolen and snatched from the street every day, Watson, and the authorities do nothing about it. But as soon as a rich, wealthy, attractive family are targeted, well, then it becomes investigation worthy.
Oh, what rot, Holmes! Surely the constabulary would treat all citizens with the same level of priority, despite their status and wealth. Oh, look! We've arrived! And this was no ordinary gentleman's club.
Slam!
You know, this was certainly not built with aristocratic money. You know, the kind of money that knows which spoon goes for dinner. No, this was built with the kind of money that eats with their hands. This was an establishment of the nouveau riche.
Welcome, welcome, gentlemen. It is an honour and a privilege to welcome you to Clubfoot, a place where a gentleman can relax and unwind after a busy day's work and enjoy the pleasures of an unshielded ankle. Ricoletti's the name. Shoes off if you don't mind. Oh my, Mr. Holmes. Size 11s would we be?
Oh, well deduced.
Oh, such long, intelligent feet. I know the feeling of a good tongue. Please, come in, come in. Oh, baby. You know how I like it. Oh. Slowly.
Inspector Lestrade!
Oh, Strappy Heels and Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. I see your fetish on the kink. Fresh on the case. Hello.
No need to get up, Inspector. We don't want you to take an eye out. Now, this man is the center of
a conspiracy. I know. Oh, look at this disgusting package.
Oh.
What was left on Mr. Ricoletti's doorstep?
Oh, good Lord. These are feet. Children's feet.
Yes. Someone is trying to set up poor Mr. Ricoletti with the murder of children.
Do we know whose feet these belong to?
Well, allow me. Well, there's soil under the nail here. That's Osmocote. This foot has a whiff of public convenience, so that's Imodium. Yes, this looks like the foot that's been crouching playing tiddlywinks, so that's Boris. Yes, and this definitely looks like a foot that's been standing near a town clock, so that's Ursula. It seems every foot has been sliced through with a penknife.
Much like the penknife sitting on Ricoletti's writing desk over there.
Yes, this definitely looks like it's cut through bone.
Well, no, I'm innocent, I tell you.
Well, who, foul fiend, is the perpetrator of this crime?
My wife, that foul, incorrigible Harrington, she never took my entrepreneurial aspirations seriously. I remember when it all began. I pulled back the blanket one morning to find a bird with its head split open and the socks all cut to ribbons. Oh, I screamed. She denied it, of course. We quarrelled.
And is that her in this photograph here?
Oh, yeah. And our son, Braden Kyle.
Braden Kyle?
Yeah, we chose royal names for our son. But now she's taken my son and tried to extort money from me. I refuse. And so now she's pinning a murder on me too. Oh, that'll be the Lord Chancellor. He's got his eye on a particular set of galoshes. Oh, please, Mr. Holmes, find my son and the child murderer. Delightful.
What about your wife, though?
No, as far as I'm concerned, you can give her the boot. Oh, time's up.
So, we're looking for a kidnapping murderer with a macabre interpretation of a messenger service and a vengeful wife.
I would have assumed that they were the same person.
Never assume, Watson. Now, let's head back to Baker Street. We'll let Lestrade finish off in here.
Don't tell Inspector Gregson, will you? He's been after my job for years.
So, upon our return to 221B, Holmes called on for the best private investigators in the entire London area, the Baker Street Irregulars. These are joyous, enthusiastic collaborators, with their spirits held high and their ears held close to the ground. And not just because they know the word on the street, but also because they're children. So from a height-based statistics point of view, their ears are naturally, on average, closer to the... So at 15 of the clock, the entire gang arrived. Their leader Wiggins,
Oi!
Perkins,
That's right.
Tompkins,
Shagged your mum.
Curly,
I'm the funny one.
Plectrum, Big Hungry Joe, and Zob. Zob? absent. So, now, for those who are unfamiliar with the Baker Street Irregulars, their manner can be, how you might say, abrasive, but it is meant without malice.
Hello, Mr. Holmes, you clever fucking bastard. How the fuck are ya?
Oh, effervescent as ever, Wiggins. How's the dysentery?
Oh, mostly shitting at regular intervals these days, Mr. Holmes. Thanks for asking.
And who, might I say, is this fine, upstanding gentleman?
The name's Perkins, Mr. O.
Yeah, we picked up this little dickhead just the other day. Poor little fucko's parents died in a carriage accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, he fucking saved our asses, though. You remember that storm a couple of nights back? It was this dipshit who was like, wake up, fuckos, or you'll be wetter than Grandma's knickers. In moments, the storm flooded out our shelter completely. Thank fuck for this coat.
Splendid. Now, a sixpence for the boy who can bring me information on one Mrs. Ricoletti.
Oh,
Ricoletti?
What?
Ricoletti.
what?
Ricoletti?
Ow.
Ricoletti.
Allow me to write it down for you.
Thank you, Watson. Now, a shiny shilling for anyone who can bring me information about her son, the whereabouts of her son, Braden Kyle. And, yes, here's a sovereign as an advance, and you will get another one if you can bring Braden Kyle to my feet.
Fuck me, fucking sovereign. Don't you worry, Mr. Holmes. We'll bring that dipshit right to you, won't we, Perkins?
Oh, yeah, fucking oath.
Good boys. Meet me here at 6 o'clock.
Don't you worry, Mr. Holmes. We won't fuck this shit up.
What splendid boys.
And so, the Baker Street Irregulars searched high and low to look for any clues about Mrs. Ricoletti.
Ricoletti? Fuck.
Ricoletti!
Ah, fuck. Ricoletti! Fuck.
Ricoletti!
Oh, fuck. Ricoletti! Fuck.
Oh, Ricoletti!
Excuse me, I am being terribly wealthy over here.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was just a big fucking hat. Oh, fucking hell. Ricoletti!
Fuck! Oi, cunt!
What?
Wiggins! Look what I found.
What's this? Something to tickle your clacker?
No, I think, right, it's one of them record cylinder thingies.
We ain't got time to groove and fuck, Perkins.
No, but look, right, there's writing etched on here.
Oh, of course.
What?
Can't read.
Oh.
No, but wait, these squiggles here, they look a bit like these squiggles what that fellow's given us. You know what that might mean?
Ricoletti!
Where was it found?
In St. Bumfluff's alley.
Right, well, let's have a listen.
Come and get it, come and get it. Mrs. Lovett's pies, they're not pretty or revolting and free of human eyes. Come and get it, come and get it. Good food you love to eat. Come and get it, come and get it. It's picked right off the street. We promise we're not shady. If you want, we'll toast a baby. Have 2 children with your tea. Or pasties filled with 3. Come and get it, Mrs. Lovett! Pies!
It's a clue, Watson!
And Mrs. Lovett's bakery is right on the Malvern Road.
Well, let's go, man! With haste!
Where's a shitter in this place? Oh, is that you, Mrs. Hudson? Oh, it's you. If you want Mr. Rhymes, he's just gone out to get... What are you doing with that lead pipe? No, stop it! What? No!
And so, we summoned Lestrade and dutifully made our way to Mrs. Lovett's bakery in order to investigate what was going on.
Hello? Hello? Shopkeep! Mrs. Lovett?
Hello, love. What can I get for you?
We are looking for a missing child.
I don't know what you mean.
I see. Well, we have in our possession this phonograph record of a special recording of a rather macabre song where you suggest that you'll be cooking children.
I don't know what you mean.
I see. And what about this countertop here? There seems to be a lot of fingerprints. Yours, I believe, large and robust. But there also happens to be smaller ones, childlike, if you will. And they seem to be being dragged off, much like a lamb knowing it's being taken to the slaughterhouse.
I don't know what you mean.
I see. And what about this pile of discarded children's clothing? What does this one say? This waistcoat belongs to Zob.
Good lord.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, what about this note that says, a confession of Mrs. Lovett, the one who stole all the children?
I don't know what you mean.
There seems like an awful lot of things you don't know the meaning of.
That's true.
Right, Lestrade, open those pies.
Right. Oh. You watch it. Blouse. Oh yeah, definitely tastes like child, yeah. Alright, I've seen enough. Dr. Watson, you're under arrest.
Lestrade. 2, 3.
Sherlock Holmes, you're under arrest.
Lestrade.
Mrs.
3.
Lovett? Mrs. Lovett, you're under arrest. Oh, no, I really don't know what you're talking about. Really, I don't.
I think you do. Mrs. Rigoletti?
Who told you?
Well, I recognise your face from a picture in Mr. Rigoletti's establishment.
Oh, curse you, Sherlock Holmes. Mrs. Ricoletti, you're under arrest for the murder of assorted children.
No, I'm innocent, I tell you, really I am. I only stole enough money from my husband just to open this little bakery here, you know, but times have been tough. What was the price of meat? What it is when you get it, if you get it.
Ah.
He gets it. You know, my friend Mrs. Moody has a pie shop.
That's enough for that. That's enough for that. We can't possibly afford the copyright or something like that.
You know, Holmes, I don't believe that Mrs. Lovett was being deliberately obfuscatory.
Well deduced, Watson. I mean, who would deny something when all the evidence is surrounding them?
Exactly. And who would go to the effort of producing a recording that further incriminates them?
And leave it just lying around for anyone to find. It's farcical.
Ridiculous.
It's illogical.
Immature. Childish!
That's right.
Wiggins! No, Perkins!
Sorry, do you want to do the reaction again?
Yes, let's do it again.
Wait.
Childish!
That's right.
Perkins!
Yes.
We're professional.
May I continue?
Very good.
It is I, Perkins, otherwise known as Braden Kyle Ricoletti.
Good lord!
And when I pull this cord, behold, the child crushing pie machine of my own invention.
The pie machine stood 8 foot tall and looked like it weighed several thousand pounds. It's all right, I won't tell your agent, it's fine. And so there were knobs, there were levers, there were buttons, and pulleys.
Children, go in. Pies, come out. Tell me, Dr. Watson, did you enjoy your eel and kidney pie? Well, it was made from fresh Ursula.
You won't get away with this, Perkins.
Well, you know, you have said so yourself, Holmes. Children go missing off the streets all the time, and you have not investigated any of them. Not one. Instead, you exploit homelessness for your own endeavours. And what are these endeavours? Clever little puzzles that make all the readers of the Strand gooey and moist inside.
My gooey and moist.
You call yourself a hero, Holmes. You're nothing more than a middle-class lackey for the fuzz.
You won't get away with this, Perkins.
Well, shan't I? Well, let's see what happens when I pull this cord.
On top of the pie machine was dangling Wiggins!
Correct! So, what's it?
Thank you.
They didn't suspect a thing.
We're professional.
Me, Wiggins, go on, Perkins.
Go on,
There we
Perkins!
Okay.
What are you going to do with Wiggins?
That's me.
So, what's it to be, Holmes?
Right.
And what's
Right,
it?
yes.
Arrest the rich boy and kill the homeless slave, or rescue the homeless slave and let the rich boy leave.
The pie machine was switched on!
Hello.
After him, Watson!
Hurry up, Mr. Holmes, climb that gantry faster! The machine's sucking me in! And not in a good way! Hurry! Ah!
Of course! A sovereign! Here, catch! Throw it into the machine, Perkins! Up, Wiggins!
Oh, fuck's sakes, Mr. You know who I am?
Wiggins?
I love you!
Oh, I love you too!
You fucking bastard! Carry on!
Very good. And so, Perkins, aka Braden Kyle Ricoletti, was captured in the end, but unfortunately evaded justice due to a behind doors deal between Mr. Ricoletti and Inspector Lestrade. Mrs. Ricoletti was unfortunately sentenced to 12 years behind bars. Wiggins returned back to the fold of the Baker Street Irregulars without the need for medical intervention or trauma counselling. Plectrum and Big Hungry Joe in the winter died of malnutrition. Now, upon submission of this tale to Mr. Herbert Smith, erstwhile editor of The Strand, he did not care for the tastelessness of the crimes, and he certainly did not care for the prescient social commentary. And so, this story has had to be buried at the bottom of the cupboard, back home in Baker Street.
The lost casebook of Sherlock Holmes will return after these fun facts.
Oh, hi! If you enjoyed that first story, you can give us a round of applause if you want.
That was a part 3, I think.
I believe so, yeah. If you didn't notice any line stuff up, give us a round of applause now. Oh, see? See, we are that good.
Seamless.
Seamless. So, yes, welcome to our first section of Fun Facts. It wouldn't be an Innes Lloyd show without some fun facts.
And for this section of Fun Facts, we're going to be looking at 2 real-life influences. We're going to be looking at Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and his inspiration, Dr. Joseph Bell.
Yes, now let's start off with Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle, born in Edinburgh on the 22nd of May, 1859. He served as a doctor and a surgeon on 2 sea voyages and established an unsuccessful medical practice in Portsmouth. Now, he produced over 200 stories and articles, 4 volumes of poetry, and a number of works for the stage. And his attitude towards his greatest creation is, how we say, ambivalent.
Indeed. But in an attempt to deflect publishers' demands for more Holmes stories, he raised his price again and again and again just to attempt to discourage them, but he found out that they would pay anything. So he ended up becoming one of the best paid authors of his time.
Now, Doyle had an on-again, off-again relationship with spiritualism. He was an amateur boxer, a billiard player, a keen golfer, a cricketer, a skier. He stood for Parliament twice and was not elected twice. And his last words before he succumbed to a heart attack at 71 were to his wife, and they were, "You are wonderful."
Lovely, but he's dead. So, Joseph Bell was born on the 2nd of December 1837 in Edinburgh, and at 16 he attended the University of Edinburgh Medical School and received his PhD in 1859. He served as the personal surgeon to Queen Victoria whenever she visited Scotland.
Now, in his instructions, Bell emphasized the importance of close observation in making a diagnosis. To illustrate this, he would often pick a stranger out, and by observing them, he could deduce their occupation and recent activities.
Indeed. Arthur Conan Doyle met Bell in 1877 and served as his outpatient clerk at the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Bell's deductive skills led Doyle to model Sherlock Holmes on him. Bell was aware of this inspiration, as Doyle wrote to him saying, "Most certainly to you that I owe Sherlock Holmes."
Now, let's talk about Murder Rooms. Murder Rooms is the 2000 and 2001 telemovie series based on, very loosely, the relationship between Conan Doyle and Bell, where they sort of like go in sort of Holmesian type crimes around Edinburgh in the Victorian era. Former Sherlock Holmes actor, my favourite Sherlock Holmes, Ian Richardson, plays Joseph Bell in the Sherlock Holmesian role. And as Arthur Conan Doyle was played by Robert Lang, and Charles Edwards as the Watson-inspired Arthur Conan Doyle.
Indeed. Now, Bell died at the age of 73 and was buried alongside his wife Edith and their son Benjamin, who I assume also died.
Yes, it wasn't if he said, well, if I'm going, you're coming with me.
Indeed.
Well, he was Scottish. I don't know what that means. Thank you for not laughing or responding at all to that. You're a discerning crowd. We'll let you get away with lying stuff-ups, but facts, you're weird. Okay, now, let us return, shall we, to the second case that we're going to be exploring right now, which finds Holmes involved in a case of mistaken identity. Let us explore Colonel Warburton's madness now!
Of all the problems that have been submitted to my friend Sherlock Holmes during the years of our intimacy, there are only two of which I was the means of introducing to his notice. That of Mr. Hatherley's thumb and that of Colonel Warburton's madness.
Pass me that mirror, would you, Watson?
Oh, most certainly. It was early one morning when I had consulted with my friend to go and talk about a particular case.
Heavens, this mirror doesn't seem to be working. Ah, there we are. What a handsome devil I am. Now, my hairline does seem to be receding more than usual.
Holmes, I've got this case.
Good heavens! The mirror's talking to me.
Holmes, I've got a case for you.
Ooh, a case? For me? Well, I better make myself look my best. Oh, now, wait. Ah, there we are. Now, you were saying, Watson?
Holmes, I've got a case for you. It's a rather personal one.
Hold on, all right? I just need to pluck out this nose hair. Now, you were saying, Watson?
Holmes, I've got this personal...
Watson, you vanished!
But give me that! Holmes, I've got a personal case for you. It's about my former superior officer, Colonel Warburton. We need to attend to him right away. He's allegedly murdered someone and has gone frightfully mad.
Now, Watson, when it comes to accusations of madness, we must stick to the facts. Do not stray into the emotional.
Well, I can't believe he's a murderer. We were like brothers.
Watson, your subjectivity is showing.
Oh. Zip. So, I need to head to Arlington Grange immediately, Holmes. And on your way to the north, you'll meet with our old friend, Inspector Algar. And hopefully this is all a misunderstanding and old Mustard can be exonerated.
Mustard?
Oh, that's the nickname that we had for him, because he was always keen as when it came to battle, you know. After all, no one was as keen as Colonel Mustard. Now, I've called for your horses, so you need to be away. Oh, they appear to be from the Highland Regiment.
Okay, so yeah.
So with haste, I made my way to Euston Station, and there I took the earliest train. Upon my arrival at Cheshire Station, I was met by my dear friend from the Liverpool force, Inspector Algar.
It's good to see you again, Holmes.
Now, Inspector, could you explain the case to me?
Yes. The victim was Mad Mr. Mustard's wife, Scarlett. Mrs. Scarlett Warburton would take her tea in the conservatory at 7 o'clock. Half an hour earlier, her housemaid, Marigold White, arrived for duty. When she came into the room with the tea,
Tea, milady. Oh, good heavens to mercy Christmas! The lady! She's dead!
lying next to the victim's cold, lifeless body was, of all things, one of the lighting fixtures. Now, the only other people in the house were Mrs. and Mr. Warburton.
And is this Marigold White a potential suspect?
The time of her arrival was confirmed by one Hubert Green. He's the local vicar who lives next door. He was saying his prayers in the garden outside. I arrived with constabulary around 8:30, where it was just established that the body had been lying there for at least 6 hours.
And other than the Colonel, are there any other potential suspects?
Well, there is one. Well, it's more half a suspect anyway.
Inspector, speak clearly. One cannot halve a suspect.
When the Colonel spoke to the police, he said he saw a shadowy figure passing by one of the windows. He referred to this figure as Mr. Body. Wait for it. Hang on. Oh! Mr. Body Black. We checked our records. There's no such person.
Well, that was worth it. So, as far as you're concerned, Colonel Mustard has murdered Scarlet in the conservatory with a lighting fixture, did you say?
Yes. A candlestick, actually.
Oh, a candlestick. And you initially suspected Mrs. White, but she had an alibi from Reverend Green.
Correct.
And are there any other witnesses?
None. Unless you count the peacock. It was on the lawn.
What was he doing on the lawn?
Wait for it, I'm getting to it. Can't rush these things, Holmes.
You can.
He was
you
eating
can.
a plum.
He was eating a what?
A plum!
No, I don't think we'll be roping in any innocent birds into this, lest the Ornithological Society speak daggers at me. Now, the lack of witnesses does throw a spanner in the works. Do you have your service revolver?
Of course.
Well, at least we've got some protection. That's good.
Oh, by the way, nice jacket.
Oh, thank you.
I rather like that grey trim around the lapels.
Oh, you mean the lead piping? That's rather good, isn't it? Thank you.
Right.
So, for the rest of the journey, I was left to ponder, why was everyone so keen to describe the Colonel as mad? He's keen, Watson said. I'm keen, but I'm not even remotely mad. Hopefully, the Colonel's disposition will make things clearer when we arrive at Arlington Grange.
It's good to see you, sir. I'll just take your bags for you.
Thank you, Mrs. White.
The master's waiting for you in the billiard room.
That's odd.
What is, sir?
That's the conservatory, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir.
Why are the windows boarded up?
This way, Mr. Holmes. He's waiting for you in there.
Curiously tiled pattern on the corridors here. At last! Welcome, welcome. Oh, why thank you. You're just as Watson described. I can tell by the scruff in your trousers that you've had a long walk on the driveway. By your shoulders, you appear to be the offspring of the landed gentry, and by that smudge on your shoes, I would suggest that you stepped on a plum.
Fascinating. You're exactly how Watson described you. I can tell from your stature that you're from the distant aristocratic class. I can tell from the fold in your trousers that you sat on the left of the carriage. And I can tell from that spot on your shoe that you had the soup for starters, followed by the beef.
Oh, well deduced.
As did you.
I only know of one.
Who can deduce as quickly
As you,
my brother Mycroft. Now, it appears to be some sort of mistake.
Yes, I didn't want to say in polite company, but it wasn't a plum you stepped in.
No, that's not what I meant. You see, I have a brother Mycroft, and you do not.
No, Colonel, I have a brother Mycroft, you do not.
Well, at this point, things get a little bit confusing. For you see, I am Sherlock Holmes, and you're Colonel Warburton.
Ah! Now, this is where the Colonel's madness became clear. Let us rewind the clock a little bit to just after the murder.
He keeps saying he's Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, he does.
Well, can't he see himself? He looks nothing like Holmes, and I should know.
Oh, I know that, but no matter what you say to him, it's like he's in a trance.
I've got an idea. How about we call up his good friend, Dr. Watson? Maybe you can send the real Holmes down and sort this all out.
Now the madness becomes evident.
Your madness, clearly.
Oh, evidently.
Indubitably.
So, what shall I call you?
Holmes, and you?
Holmes, of course.
All right, Holmes.
Thank you, Holmes.
So, where to now from here?
Well, how shall, well, I have been brought here to investigate your wife's murder.
I'm afraid that I am unmarried.
I suspect this will become tiresome, Holmes.
Indeed.
So might I suggest that we refer to the Colonel in the third person?
Oh, I think that works, yes.
So, one of us is the Colonel, and one of us has been accused of murdering his wife.
Well, you are.
You are, you buffoon.
I'm not the buffoon, you're the buffoon.
This is what it sounds like when I'm trapped in a room with me. Now, let's move on, shall we? Let's look for some clues.
Oh, what an excellent idea, Holmes.
Now, where shall we go? Shall we go to the hall? To the library or to the dining room?
Well, how about I introduce an element of chance? I've got in my pocket some dice here. See, the audience have already got the joke before I've said it. And the dots, would you believe?
What would they do?
They correspond to the tiles on the
The
floor.
curiously tiled patterns that I mentioned earlier.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, good Lord!
Isn't this a wonderful, tightly scripted play?
If we do say so ourselves.
Shall I roll these?
What a splendid idea!
8. So it looks like we can go into the library.
Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The library. Ooh, an impressive collection, wouldn't you say, Holmes?
Oh, yes.
So what do you notice?
Not an avid reader of fiction was our colonel.
No, but an avid reader of the Strand.
Yes, the layer of dust is rather minimal on this row of periodicals.
Yes, but I do see the faint hint right over here, which means that they've recently been used.
But not by the colonel. Those are imprints of a lady's hand.
Yes, and those imprints seem to have an impression of a wedding band, about 13 karat gold, and that is the gold level affordable with that of the military class.
So that is a clue. Where to next?
Oh, let's try. A 3.
So we can go into the study.
1, 2, 3.
The study.
Oh, a discarded pen.
Looks like it's being used by an officer with a burnt complexion.
A discarded book.
It's a journal.
Some pages have been ripped out.
From when?
Well, the last recorded entry is, I leave England tomorrow. God have mercy on us all. There are more pages ripped out, and then, until, he's there, in the window, my stalker, the man I can't escape from. I'll call him Body Black.
What was the date?
The 25th of July, 1880.
Oh, just before the Battle of Maywand.
So he wanted to remove any trace of his knowledge of the war.
Obviously.
So, where to now?
2. So, which means we can either go into the hall, or we could take the secret passage into the kitchen.
Let's take the secret passage to the kitchen. I'll take the flying fox! Let me send it back to you!
Whee! Oh, God!
Classic!
Oh, there we go.
Try the slippery slide!
Oh, so,
Where are we going?
the kitchen. Oh, look, the liquor cabinet is empty.
Now, would the Colonel be the sort to never be so dry?
Oh, he's English. It would be practically treason for him to go without booze.
Too right! But maybe it's connected in some way to the ripped out pages. Drunken embarrassment, perhaps?
Possibly, but unlikely. Have you noticed something, Holmes?
Several something, Holmes.
This room, it's very matte.
Matt?
Matte, as in there are no reflective surfaces.
Yes, what do you make of it, Holmes?
I'm not sure, Holmes.
Oh, come on! Surely there must be some tie into what I noticed when I first arrived here.
And what was that?
The mirrors. There are none.
That is indeed interesting.
The devil's in him.
Pardon?
That's what the master kept saying, that there was a devil, a demon in every mirror and every reflective surface.
I wonder what he meant. A devil in the mirror.
It was more than my pay grade's worth, but that's why he had us get rid of all of them.
All of the reflective surfaces?
Yes.
Except he didn't get rid of all the reflective surfaces. Remember when I first arrived here, Holmes? I noticed that some of the windows in the conservatory were boarded up. They weren't boards, they're the backs of mirrors.
Of course. So that means that somewhere in this building
We could find what the devil in that mirror actually is, and that will mean
that we'll be able to find the Body Black.
Excellent.
Now, but let's hope the dice behave
Oh,
themselves.
must we use the dice?
Oh, the rules of the game, Holmes. 12. We can enter the conservatory.
Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The conservatory.
Oh, look, Holmes, the windows. They've been smashed.
Yes, it's clear that the Colonel had them all removed. Must have been petrified of them. But wait, there's a spot on the wall over there. It seems to be a prism of light.
Of course, that means that somewhere in this room...
There must be a mirror hidden somewhere.
Ah, one undamaged mirror.
Wonderful. Oh, but That's funny. It doesn't seem to be working. Ah, there you are, Holmes, you handsome gentleman. But wait.
There is
Come
something
on,
wrong with
that
this mirror.
There's a person,
a demon. At last, there you are, Body Black. I shall get you if it were not for me, Sherlock Holmes. Ah, yes, that is Body Black dealt with. But now to deal with you, you imposter.
Colonel, be careful. Put down that shard of glass. Thank you, Inspector. It seems that your service revolver did come in handy.
Can we stop this charade now, Holmes?
Perhaps. Let's see what the dice have to say.
Oh, that's enough of your games. Come on, Mrs. White. Help me with the Colonel.
In the Colonel's mind, he acted, sounded, and looked exactly like me. And I, in his mind, looked and sounded exactly like him.
But why, Holmes?
Shock to the mind. Guilt of his time in the war and his actions committed there manifested as a monster. This Body Black, who would only appear when he had a good hard look at himself. Hence, the reflective surfaces were removed. And then one night, he was reading through his journal, and suddenly a flood of all the memories of the atrocities he committed in the war came flooding back. He tore out the pages.
Rip.
He had a seizure and collapsed. Talk about a poison pen.
And that is when Mrs. Warburton called for me to attend.
Oh, John! John, he twitched at the sound of your voice. Please, John, stay.
I'm afraid, Scarlett, I must return to London.
Oh, John, if you go, where will I go? What'll I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
What?
Now, if you let me finish, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn how long it takes for me to cure him, but I need to go and consult some experts in London.
Well, I have heard that if you talk to unconscious people, they can hear you.
I mean, that's probably true. Why don't you read it to him? Oh, I know. What about my adventures in the Strand?
I get it. You're a writer. Fiddle-dee-dee.
So how do we get from that to your doppelganger?
It appears your idea was too good, Watson. Mrs. Warburton read and read and read, and all the while the tales subliminally made their way into the mind of the Colonel. So desperate for her husband's return, Mrs. Warburton neither ate nor slept. To cope, she turned to drink, and the only drink in the house was military-grade whiskey.
Oh, that's the sort of booze that we use to anesthetize the camels with.
Exactly. So, with acute alcohol poisoning, she collapsed and died. And she pulled one of the candlesticks off the wall as she did so. In all the commotion and noise, the Colonel awoke, and thanks to the subliminal suggestions, he awoke believing himself to be none other than Sherlock Holmes.
Sir, I heard a cry.
Mrs. White, Mrs. Hudson, there appears to be a murder. Colonel Warburton's wife, Scarlett Warburton, appears to be murdered. I need you to contact the constabulary.
Colonel, it's me, Marigold.
Colonel, the Colonel's not here. It is I, Sherlock Holmes.
Look in the mirror.
Oh, what do you expect me to see apart from the rather handsome visage of Sherlock Holmes? I'm certainly not Colonel Warburton. But wait, there's a devil in that mirror. It's Body Black.
Quick, call Watson on the phone. Tell him I have the blackguard. And so, all I needed to do was coordinate all the necessary players to play along, and then I just needed one tool, the dice. If this was a ruse, then the random outcome would reveal a deception. All it showed to me instead was the Colonel's mind was so entrenched in the character of Sherlock Holmes, he was gone for good, like any good actor.
I wouldn't know.
And so,
I wouldn't say that.
very good. And so the case of Colonel Warburton's madness is solved.
Well done. Although he's dead now, so it probably doesn't really matter.
No, I suppose not.
No, I don't think I shall be submitting this one to the Strand. I don't think Mr. Herbert Smith will take too kindly to his readers being sent mad.
Yes, indeed. Let this tale be like a mirror, a private reflection of our own perception of reality, and we shall keep it safe here in our home. In Baker Street.
Casebook of Sherlock Holmes will return after these fun facts.
Now, for these fun facts, we're going to be talking about the weird and wonderful reimagining, reboots, and restructures of the Sherlock Holmes legend.
First up, let's go to 1975 with the Gene Wilder film Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother. Now, Gene Wilder wrote, directed, and starred in this film, and he came up with the idea while on the set of Young Frankenstein. So much so, he used his co-stars from that film, Madeline Kahn and Marty Feldman, in this one.
So the plot is, after royal secrets are stolen from Baker Street, Holmes goes into hiding and calls on his overlooked and resentful younger brother Segerson to investigate the case.
Now, the Holmes connections in this one, Douglas Wilmere and Thornley Walters played Watson and Holmes in this film. Wilmere played Sherlock Holmes in the BBC series in the 60s, and Walters played Watson twice beforehand in The Deadly Necklace with Christopher Lee in 1962 and The Best House in London in 1969. He then played Watson again one more time with Christopher Plummer in The Silver Blaze in 1977.
Well, next we have Young Sherlock and the Pyramid of Fear from 1985, presented by Steven Spielberg, directed by Barry Levinson, and written by, yes, the Chris Columbus.
Now, this is an original retelling of the origins of Sherlock Holmes, where Holmes and Watson meet as schoolboys in a boarding school, and they uncover a secret, nasty, underground pyramid scheme. Ooh.
Indeed. This is the first film to feature a completely computer-generated, photorealistic character, a hallucination of a stained glass window night.
Now, let us move to more traditional 2D hand-drawn animation with Basil, the Great Mouse Detective from the dark era of the Disney World. Now, this was a film based on a series of books by Eve Titan and Paul Gladden.
Indeed. And Basil, the titular mouse detective, helps young mouse Olivia find and save her father from the criminal mastermind Professor Ratigan, voiced by the incredible Vincent Price.
Love him. Now, Basil was named after Basil Rathbone, one of the most iconic Sherlock Holmeses from the cinema screen. And he has a cameo in the film. They took a recording of one of his radio performances of Sherlock Holmes from the Red-Headed League, and they put it in to have Sherlock Holmes appear as a shadow. And that was 19 years after Basil's death.
And now, the next we have the 1988 comedy Without a Clue, starring Michael Caine and Sir Ben Kingsley, which imagines an alternative universe where it's actually Dr. John Watson, who is the smart and clever detective, and he's hired Sherlock Holmes, who's a drunken womanizing actor, to pose as the detective so that Watson can protect his reputation as a physician.
Now, writers and Uber fans, Gary Murphy and Larry Strawler, filled the script with so many in-jokes and references to the Sherlock Holmes mythology, but they were mostly all cut out. There's only one Easter egg where one of the characters, Norman Greenbow, is based on Herbert Greenbow Smith, who was the editor of The Strand at the time where Holmes' stories were published.
And now let's finally take, because I feel like we are obliged to reference...
have to?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have to reference Sherlock. There it is. Running from 2010. There's a small cow outside mewing there. Yeah. Running from 2010 to 2017, this modernized TV version was created by Doctor Who royalty Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss.
Now, Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat wanted to break new ground with this version of Holmes, so they were inspired by the Basil Rathbone films, which modernized Sherlock Holmes, so they had Holmes going up against Nazis. And they also were heavily inspired by Billy Wilder's controversial film, The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. Now, what started as a huge mainstream success slowly devolved into too clever for its own good writing and shock twists that didn't really hold up after much scrutiny, in my humble opinion.
But now we return to our third and final adventure for tonight, which finds Holmes's older brother Mycroft taking the reins of storyteller in The Giant Rat of Sumatra. Conan Doyle writes, Matilda Briggs was not the name of a young woman, Watson. It was a ship which is associated with the Giant Rat of Sumatra, a story of which the world is not yet prepared.
But that world is prepared and ready now!
Now then.
when I call your name, please answer in the affirmative so we know who has survived this shipwreck onto this uncharted island. Please do not answer if you are dead. First up, Inspector Gregson. Here. Now, Lord Earl Mountbattenson.
Here.
Judge Reinhold. James Kavanagh, QC.
Here.
Oh, Superintendent Chalmers.
Higher!
Sherlock Holmes.
Here!
Dr. Watson. Oh, no, that's right. There was a last-minute replacement, wasn't there? Mycroft Holmes.
Present.
And Zob Sr. Zob. Absent. Right. Look lively, everyone. Let's reconvene at base camp in 5 minutes' time. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Come on. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
If there is one element of this world that I, Mycroft Holmes, could gladly live without, it's the outside. It's either too hot or too cold, sometimes at the same time. No, I'd much rather to have 4 sturdy walls, an inoffensive ceiling, and generously proportioned doors that both open, and I cannot stress this enough, close. In fact, the only thing that's mildly more inconvenient than the concept of the exterior is being marooned on a jungle island in the middle of the English Channel.
Now, did you notice, Brother mine,
Oh, well, naturally.
that all the passengers on board this ship that so perilously crashed into this island are connected?
Yes, indeed, to that Napoleon of crime himself, Professor James Moriarty.
But Moriarty is dead, Holmes.
Yes, typical of him.
What?
Only he would be so clever as to organize a ship for all his enemies to get on that is entirely automatically piloted, that would go to a mysterious location from beyond the grave.
Well, we can't stand here hypothesizing all day. I'm declaring myself leader of this little excursion. Let's pick up the pace! Pick up the pace, pick up the pace.
So we all set about our tasks. I, for one, was on lunch duty. On the far side of the island, collecting firewood, was the Lord Earl Mountbattenson and James Kavanagh, QC. When suddenly a dark shape arose from the thick terrain and bore down on the pair. The ghastly figure snatched the pair and dragged them to the mountains. Their blood-curdling screams filled the air with terror. Everyone looked to each other for comfort. My gaze locked onto my brother. Not like that, you filthy, absolutely horrible bastard.
I can see a residence right in the heart of the island.
Good God, man! 2 men are dead. Can't we just take a moment?
Gentlemen, we are sitting ducks if we stay out here. Stop that! I believe all the answers to our questions can be found at that residence.
Right. Well, let's meet at the entrance to the jungle in 5 minutes. Go in pairs. But be careful. We don't know who or what is out there. Look lively, look lively, look lively!
Come on, Mycroft, no point in dawdling around.
Oh, I thought I might stay behind here.
Stay here.
Oh, well, you know, it's been a very trying day. I thought I might supervise the wreckage in case it gets more wrecked.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. If you remain here isolated, you'll be easy pickings for whatever's out there. Look, I'm sorry. I did not mean to drag you into this. I had no idea it would go so awry.
Mysterious invitations to board mysterious vessels at midnight rarely lead to uneventful evenings.
Yes, well, that is why I need my far more capable big brother by my side when things go even more awry.
Persuasive flattery from you, Sherlock. You're either becoming soft or careless in your old age.
Well, as the Spanish say, porque no los dos.
Well, with my heart filled with fear and my head filled with praise, I joined my brother and the rest of the crew as we made our way through to the center of the island. We hacked and slashed our way through the wild, dense growth. The further we journeyed, the darker the jungle grew. We were not long into our trek when Judge Reinhold, who was going on about how his career stalled in the 1890s so was due for a comeback, was taken.
And that's right, Soames, the case of the Beverly Hills Constable. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
All that remained of him was splatterings of blood and rather large animal footprints.
What do you make of them, brother mine?
Well, they look somewhat familiar, but the sort of animal that would make such indentations would be nowhere near as big.
Precisely.
Well, there's nothing to be done now. We'd best keep moving. Move it! Twist it. Shake it.
Eventually our party would stumble upon the remains of what appeared to be a guinea pig, but roughly the size of a German shepherd.
That's huge!
Heart failure. It seems it couldn't cope with its own size. Its respiratory system has collapsed under the sheer mass of itself.
I understood wholeheartedly how it felt.
So, the beast died of natural causes.
There's nothing of nature about any of this, my dear Inspector.
So as we made our way through to the jungle, suddenly there was the sound of the snapping of a twig to the right of us. One of our more overzealous members of our party brandished his flaming torch and raced towards the sound.
Ah! I cannot take it anymore! Mile after mile of ugly creatures! Holmes, you're an old fella, but I'm off to steam a good ham! Ah!
Don't be a fool, Superintendent Chalmers!
We eventually found the poor man, or what was left of him. And not to mention an enormous, heaving, murderous giant rat. Or, oh, I should have led with that.
If this is how we meet our maker, let's do it on our feet instead of on our bloody knees.
Suddenly the giant rat attacked.
Ready?
Suddenly there was a deep, relentless, pulsing ringing. The rat snapped its head up and pointed towards the direction of the sound. It was a call, a summons.
Which proves my theory. This monster, the residents, all of it, it's controlled by a brilliant but ingenious mind that's come unhinged. We must find this blackguard and bring this to an end!
Yes!
And with that short, sharp call to action, Inspector Gregson, my brother and myself cut straight into the middle of the island to go and find this residence. Inspector Gregson and my brother kept a safe distance behind the rat. I, for one, kept an even safer distance, just in case there was some more giant things. Yes, that would do. But eventually we found that the rat would scurry into a large burrowed hole into the side of the mountain, above which was the residence. We climbed our way up and opened the giant oak door to find a cavernous laboratory, inside of which were canisters of very flammable liquids, and in glass tubes containing the remains of various strange animals, including tiny giraffes, medium budgerigars, very large newts, and oversized novelty pheasants.
That's grotesque.
My brother made quickly haste to the notes sitting on the bench.
It seems whoever's behind this is intending to breed an entire race of giant killer animals. And from what I can ascertain, the rodent family has been the most successful experiment.
Because rats are incredible survivors.
This was the man who had bred all of these monstrosities. This was the man behind it all.
I'm so glad you found my notes, Mr. Holmes. It cuts out the need for any tedious exposition.
Who is he?
Finally. You can't realize who this is, Mycroft? And a plan this brilliant and so monstrous, there's only one name that could be behind this plan. Moriarty. Thank you.
But James Moriarty is dead, Holmes.
Yes, the professor's name connects us all together, but a ghoul cannot predict the shipping forecast. No,
What?
exactly. This is a relative. Mycroft, Gregson, let me introduce you to the youngest child of that foul Moriarty dynasty. I want to say, Derek?
After all this time, Mr. Holmes, it is a pleasure.
Well, the honor is all mine. What you have achieved here is impressive.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I planned it right down to the last decimal place. You see, first I would eliminate these officials that destroyed my brother, and then I would take their life and his reputation, because it was you who destroyed him at Reichenbach Falls.
Oh,
Ow. And lastly, but not leastly, my plague of giant rats would overcome the very empire that imprisoned and persecuted him. You see, Mr. Holmes, nothing in the world can stop me now.
I see what you are. A lunatic. A fanatic.
oh no, Mycroft, you are mistaken. Think of all the years of painstaking research and preparation, experimentation that went into all of this. I mean, look at all the failed attempts from earlier on. Remember the kittens, and the pheasants, and the giraffes. Let's not forget the pandas, the hippos, the galahs, the koalas. And then she experimented with experimentation with some the pterodactyls. I could keep on going, but I won't. They were all failures.
Ah, yes, much like that.
Well done.
My career's over.
Much like that giant guinea pig that we found earlier.
Exactly. All failures. Could you imagine the stress, the pain, the self-doubt that could put you through?
Yes, I admit those were difficult times, Mr. Holmes. Let me tell you all about it.
But
It
then
was-
Derek experimented on the mutations on one of the stowaway rats from a supply ship from Sumatra, Indonesia.
Now, how could you possibly know that?
Supply ship records. This scheme was never about me trying to solve anything. This was just Derek showing off how smart he is.
See, he admits it. I'm smart. Let me gloat to you all about it. My
So
IQ's
now,
over
with the
6,000.
Sumatran prototype all created and ready to go,
Dennis. What? The prototype's name is Dennis.
after Dennis had killed us all, this is where Derek's plan really escalated. He would breed more Sumatra giant rats, and then he would invade, conquer, and ultimately rule the United Kingdom. Could you imagine, gentlemen, what an entire horde of these animals could do? The empire would fall in a day. No, this is not some mad, crazy scheme.
I'm so glad you see the beauty in my plan, Mr. Holmes. Let me tell you how it all began.
Nor is it a work of genius. No, this is a tragedy.
You what?
You know, I find it amusing, really, to be honest with you, that you'd sacrifice so much, go so far, for a brother who never mentioned you.
Shut up!
In fact, oh,
Thank you. Bit slow there.
in fact,
I can go faster. Do you want to see?
yeah, show me.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the other one! In fact, not only did your brother not mention you, no one in the entire Moriarty family has ever mentioned you, have they? Have they? Have they? Have they? Have they?
Oh, what a beautifully evil dinner, my darling.
A wonderfully evil dinner and a wonderfully evil night with our wonderfully evil family.
Indeed. Oh, James, what delightfully evil things did you get up to today?
I started a drug empire today.
I can tell. That's where the empire is.
Don't test the merchandise, we tell you!
Sorry.
And what else did you do?
I also burned a nunnery.
Oh!
How beautifully evil, isn't it, Medusa?
Oh, just as wonderfully evil as her beautifully evil husband, that's you! Blofeld Musk Luther Moriarty!
Oh, I love how evil our evil family is.
And I love our wonderfully evil family too! Stop sniffing at them!
I also did things today.
What did you do?
I made friends with the squirrel.
A squirrel? A squirrel? A squirrel! No, oh, my evil heart! I wasn't supposed to hear about squirrels! Ah.
Daddy, Daddy.
He's...
Again?
Daddy.
Good. He's dead! How could you? You'll never be a real Moriarty! Artie! Artie! R2-D2 C3PO!
Yes. I suppose, in a way, I inadvertently killed my father. That still technically counts as evil, right? That still counts, right? Right? Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway. That's beside the point. Come, Dennis. Feed. Feed.
Mycroft, get that summoning device!
Oh, no, I dropped it.
Where is it? It's right at your feet!
Oh, where?
Grab the summoning device at your feet now!
Could we just build a new one?
Quickly!
Oh, for goodness sake. As I kept pressing the summoning device, the giant beast froze in its pursuit. It was as if it knew that the device that had kept it subjugated was broken. It turned away from my brother and paid attention to me. It came across and it sniffed at the remote. And then its eyes lit up and its head reared back. And it knew, of course, there was no longer under its control.
The device is broken! You're free! Get out of here!
No, what are you doing, you stupid creature? I am your master. You belong to me.
Quick as a flash, Dennis chopped onto his master and dragged him away to our mountains, knocking over flammable liquid that set the entire place ablaze!
The whole valley place is on fire! The exit's this way, Mr. Holmes. This is. Come on! Knees up! Knees up!
Wait, we need to talk about your coping mechanism!
Oh, come on!
I noticed that Derek left the boat in a secluded lagoon as we were walking up the staircase!
He eventually arrived at the boat dock just as the plumes of smoke covered up and obscured their residence. And now the fire was reaching to destroy the nearby jungle.
Man, we destroy everything we see in our path.
We're all set, Mr. Holmes. Ready to head home.
Indeed we shall, but before we go, gentlemen, swear to me you will never speak of this to another living soul.
But all the dead. How on earth will we explain that?
Oh, well, we'll just say the ship was hit by an iceberg on its maiden voyage. Highly unlikely, I know, but at least we'll explain why we couldn't identify any of the remains.
Seems rather far-fetched.
No more far-fetched of what actually happened.
So, are we agreed? Then we are bound by this gentleman. Rat Pact! Cast off, Inspector.
Right you are, Mr. Holmes.
Brother mine, I have one last request. Could you write up a detailed journal entry of this entire evening and please pass it on to Watson for preservation? Fulfill the role of chronicler this time round. Because even though the world is not yet ready for the giant world of Sumatra, rat of Sumatra, the rat world, we don't want to become a rat world. I just created a song. Because the world is not yet ready for the giant rat of Sumatra, maybe one day, hopefully, it will.
2 sets of oars, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
And so, dear reader of my first and hopefully last ever journal, to you, Dr. John Watson, I now hand over the burden to hold the truth of what happened that night. Oh, my cab has arrived, complete with Spanish horses. And so, I have endured all that I loathe about being outside in order to maintain the truth of this world. All okay? Very good. And now, the burden of this truth is onto you. You are an exclusive member of this club. More exclusive than my dear Diogenes Club. This is a club entirely located, slam, in Baker Street.